Hello, everyone, to the inaugural episode of the Doki Comfy. Fuck. No! No, keep it in! Keep it in! I'm going!
Tried.
Fuck it! It's the Doki Comfy Cast. This is as much effort as we intend to put in. Hello, my name is Robonekro. With me tonight is Ark.
Hello.
Fedora.
Greetings.
Fun is infinite.
What's poppin'?
Nintendon't.
Hey.
And perhaps the most Slavic of all, Serb.
Spierdalaj, kurwa.
Perfect. So, to get things started, we have bounced back and forth, sent our best scientists on this. The first topic, of course, will be, what the fuck did you play this week? Let's go down the list. Ark, would you like to begin?
Right. Apart from Minecraft, I played Danganronpa, because, I need to beat the fucking game. Echo gave me that shit like months ago, and I'm still not even halfway through.
You'll get there eventually.
Fedora,
Fedora, what have you been playing?
Well, I'm kind of not much of a gamer, but
Get the fuck out!
well, I apologize, but I just don't really enjoy games. But I just got done playing some World of Tanks Blitz, which is pretty meh game. It's online, so you can imagine how great it is. But aside from that, I played barely any of Cuphead and some of You're Not a Hero, which are two games I would highly recommend.
Fun, what have you been playing?
Well, I recently just picked up the new hockey simulator game, franchise Hockey 5. Your run-of-the-mill GM hockey game, and so far, I highly suggest it if you're a sports fan and you want some high in-depth hockey simulator.
Or if you're just really addicted to ice. Nin, what have you been playing?
Nothing really, man. I don't know, man. Games just haven't been fun to me lately. I guess I played some Minecraft, but that's about it.
Fair enough. Serb, how about you? Do they have video games over there?
Yes, the technology is researched. I'm playing fucking Shogun 2. Literally any total war game that has guns in it.
Fair enough. And as for myself, honestly, I've been playing Hat in Time pretty much non-stop for the past week. Those Death Wish contracts are just ridiculously difficult, and trying to 100% the game is another task in and of itself.
Is that from that new DLC?
Yeah, the Seal the Deal. Thank you, Breakfast for Gears, please. Gears for Breakfast, please sponsor us, I'm giving you free advertising here, guys, just throw us an email.
Please let me voice act in one of your games, then take me out because I said the racist word.
And just like that, the podcast is immediately ruined.
No, this is your fault, Robo.
It's not my... No! I mean, look, I'm just the most charismatic one. Don't put the blame on me.
Charismatic, more like Cars from Pixar, the best movie ever.
Ka-chow.
Ah, yes. Ka-chow indeed, mate.
Planes was better.
You like planes? Seriously?
Wait, was there a Planes movie?
There was.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
there was Cars, and then there's Planes.
Didn't have Dane Cook in it?
Oh yeah, speaking of the Planes movie. That'll fucking break the rule. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm going, we discussed this, Serb. Don't make me take away your potato rations for the week.
So, have any of you guys heard any interesting things about the universe around us?
Someone in a completely different server other than this said that an interesting fact is spooky action at a distance is actually a scientific term.
Wait, really?
Apparently. It exists because the idea that entangled particles can react faster than the speed of light ripped a hole straight through Einstein's theory that light is the fastest force in the universe.
That's a big thing.
But then here comes the real question. If light is the fastest thing in the universe, then how does the dark get there first?
Leave your answers in an email. I'm not gonna tell you the email address. Just leave them in an email. Let it go to your drafts.
And we're all getting swatted.
Please leave your address at www.spooky@hotmail.co.uk.
If you publish your email in the next 5 seconds, then you'll win and be entered into my gift card giveaway.
I mean, to be fair, I would honestly let one of my email addresses out, only because I believe nobody will do anything with it.
Yeah, but that's how they send the virtual pizzas in your email, and you have to pay for all of them.
Oh fuck, you're right. I'll just eat the pizza, commit Sayori, and then they're stuck with the bill.
Which leads us into the topic. Who's your favorite Doki?
What is a Doki?
What is the existence around us?
I like the green one.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen Doki?
Purple one is okay.
I think purple is good too.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of every single one of them, but my choice would have to be with Yuri.
You heretical bastard!
You heretic. Off to the 8th layer of the inferno with you.
Burn at a stake.
Hey, all right. I said I like them all equally, but if I had to pick favorites, if I had to,
How dare Fedora like the Doki that 90% of people like too? How dare him?
Everyone hated Fedora because he speak the truth.
I can't believe I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
Look, you can't have an opinion because of that stupid hat.
You're not allowed to have an opinion in Jesus times, Fedora. If you have an opinion, then we're gonna crucify you.
Actually, I do have something to bring up, and it's something that's been dormant for quite a while now, and what are your thoughts on Project Libitina?
What thoughts? There's nothing about the game yet.
I think Project Libitina is just a little RNG thing that Dan's got going on just so then he can keep interest around. Like, I don't think it's going to be an actual game.
Sometimes I wonder if it's actually like a game. Like, what if it was just like a little Easter egg thing he put in? Like, people are assuming that he has like some big project planned, but there hasn't really been anything about it.
Then he's just a cruel bastard, and I hope he listens to this.
Yes, I hope he listens to 6 autists talk about things and not have any structure.
Structure, we don't need that. But, no, honestly, with Project Libitina, I'm kind of hoping it is a game, but I would settle for, I don't know, maybe a webcomic series.
What if Project Libitina ends up turning out to be like that one Russian camp VN game from back in the day?
Where the artist had like backgrounds on his portfolio or whatever.
I don't think those backgrounds are a part of Project Libitina. I think those are just like portfolio backgrounds. Like, you know how artists like to keep a portfolio of all the background art they've done so then they can get hired for background BGs?
I mean, there is that. We may never know. We will be eternally teased.
Yes, only Danlet knows.
I hope he's listening to this. Let's proceed to call him Danlet. Thank you, Fun.
Great.
Yes, it's gonna be that little term that only we know, but everyone wants to figure out about.
Oh, our lovely, jokey inside jokes.
Yes, everyone's gonna want in on the jokey jokes.
I mean, come on, let's be honest. If we do ever hit it big, imagine this formula carrying us for, I don't know, years, maybe?
Yes, just imagine us constantly coming together for the next 4 years in this weirdly laid out, like, topical form.
See, what you have to understand when making a podcast, at least what I've come to understand, the first episode is like making a cake. Only nobody read the ingredients, nobody went shopping, and you have no ways of measuring anything.
Yes, it's always just a shot in the dark. You can't see the burglar that's trying to rob your house in the dark, but you just gotta pray on a Hail Mary and hope that you hit the burglar and not Grandma.
I hear click-clacking. Is that a burglar or is that Grandma knitting yet another scarf?
Oh God, Grandma.
Yeah, you guys are implying that Grandma isn't the burglar.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Oh, now that's some four-dimensional chess. I've been playing checkers, but Grandma's been playing eighth-dimensional Uno this whole time.
Grandma, why would you steal from me? Because somebody has to.
Do. Yes, it ends like a 70s twist movie where it's just like the synth that goes out as the camera pans out.
You are now entering the Twilight Zone. Imagine a world where Grandma doesn't knit you a sweater. She instead knits you a noose.
Imagine a world where instead of finding your Doki GF, you have your Doki GF.
Imagine a world where you are the girlfriend.
Oh no.
Everything and anything is possible in the Twilight Zone.
Fedora, I have a question for you. There's something I want to pose to you. Say, for example, you are given the opportunity to enter a flotation tank and live out the life of your fantasies. Nothing will ever go wrong, you will want for nothing. You will live out the remainder of your life in that perfect world, in that flotation tank, until you finally die. Would you take that chance?
Why wouldn't he?
Well, what's the downside?
There's no downside. You're just stuck in that tank.
Am I like, so I'm like unconscious and there's just like a world being projected to me?
I believe it's essentially a hyper hallucination. You feel everything. Everything feels real. You would not be able to tell the difference.
Well, I mean, obviously, of course I would.
Yeah, I would too.
Fun? What about you?
Wait, what was the question?
Fucking hell. Okay, scientists come up to you. They say, right, fun, listen here, mate. We got this fucking flotation pod, yeah? We'll slap you in there. You will live out the fantasy life of your dreams until you die.
No, because while perfection sounds perfect and good, I'd go mad from the amount of perfectness this world has.
But you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It'd be like you enter the pod and then you wake up in your new life.
Yeah, but you can still go mad from the amount of perfection that's in the world that you've been put in.
So you're telling me you don't want a life where you finally get laid?
What are you talking about? I have been laid, you goof.
I don't mean laid to bed.
Oh, wow. I can't believe Robo is straight up insulting me. Now I don't want to answer your question.
Answer this question. Do you forgive me?
No.
Well, I tried.
I mean, you could be with Monica.
Yeah.
I think Fun brought up a good point though. Like you know, having everything be perfect. I don't know. That would get jarring after a while. Sometimes you need to have bad moments.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to point at. Perfection is only good as long as you can still enjoy it. If you're just in a perfect world forever and it starts to get boring, you can't change or do anything much because things are always going to come out in your favor.
Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, if the world is pretty much perfect, you can still do things. You can still enjoy it. Of course, things may still get boring after a long while.
But answer me this. How can you still enjoy a world if you've done everything? How can you still enjoy things without going absolutely crazy from the amount of equilibrium in this world that's keeping everything going in your
It doesn't
way.
really imply he did everything. It's just more like the world is perfect in your view, I think. So I would.
Either way, you still go crazy.
Well, I look at it like this. Robo mentioned that you still end up dying at the end, so it's not like you're there forever.
The perfection would want you to rush you to death faster.
Well, in my opinion, I personally like nature. I like to just, fucking get outside. Seeing the world, that's going to take, like, a long fucking time in order to, see everything. But I'm still working towards that. Like, I'm feeling like going to Indonesia today. I'm feeling like going to Germany or wherever, So, in my opinion, I would have things working up to go to in order to see how perfect this world is, So, that's why I would choose it. Because I don't think I would actually go insane from how perfect it is.
It varies from people to people. It's like they say, people snap like a paperclip in different ways. Like, people's sanity breaks more easier than others. So who knows? Maybe you might enjoy it, but the next guy over there might not enjoy the amount of perfection and beauty that's gone into this world.
So what you're saying is, don't put a cynical pessimist in there.
Yeah, I guess.
So basically, don't put Serb in there. Ever.
Oof.
Wow, thank you.
Hey, I got a better idea. How about you put no one in there? Because you guys don't deserve perfection.
Oof. What if, one day, you wake up and you find in your room a doppelganger? A perfect replica of you. Fedora, let's start with you. What do you do with this doppelganger?
Oh, hell no. I see that bitch, actually. It's like this man who is me magically appeared in my room.
Yes.
So I would question reality, first off. And second off, I would try to figure out if that actually is an exact clone of me.
And how would you go about that? How would you try and discover if this really is 100% a duplicate?
Well, probably go about some type of personality tests.
Okay, let's simplify this. Say you wake up, you see it, and you go, "Oh, cool, a copy of me." The main question here is, what do you do with this? Like, do you go around running errands with it? Do you use it to cause some havoc?
You're talking about it as if it's an object. Clearly, it's someone with sentience. So I really don't know. It would just be like, oh, hey, that's me. I guess I could be friends with it.
Until it gets sick of you and vice versa. What about you, Fun?
Well, I'm pretty sure that there shouldn't be another clone of myself in this reality.
You know, you're all supposedly going more in depth for this than I thought. Nin, how about you? Please don't tell me it's going to be about the same answer.
So does this doppelganger have like the same strength as you and everything?
Yeah, it's basically as if somebody copy-pasted you.
What if it tries to like kill you to take your place?
Then that's unfortunate. Okay, well, let's say it's not violent, okay? We can say that much, at least. It has no ill will against you.
I don't know, I feel like it could be useful. Like, you could have it, like, take your place at work and stuff, or school or whatever. Or have it, like, do other stuff for you while you do something else.
So you personally would have it take your place while you fucked off?
I would pretty much have it be my slave.
Wow.
Okay, so what would you do if there was another you?
Nothing.
That's a good response.
God bless Serb. Just God bless him. He is easy to work with. Oh yeah, Ark. What would you do with your doppelganger?
Okay, so...
And if you say fuck it, I swear to God.
No, the joke answer would be like, oh, neither of us are virgins now, but I think the honest answer is going to be...
That's literally what he said.
Yeah, but no, the joke answer is going to be... not the joke, I mean, the real answer is going to be, he would probably be my best friend. You know, just hang out today.
I mean, you could sit there and complain about modern games together.
Yeah, that would be fucking fun. Imagine.
Wouldn't you get sick of dealing with yourself all the time, though?
I don't know, man.
I mean, aren't you already?
Yes, don't we already hate ourselves enough? Why would we need another clone of ourselves to be aware of that?
Realistically talking, I imagine you'd probably get fed up of hearing the same opinions every day.
Yeah, probably to some degree, but
Then you'd understand how we feel.
yeah, but for some time, I think it could be my best friend, definitely.
Until you get fed up and put it up for adoption.
Which I have no idea, TBH.
Well, what you do is, you see, you learn how to hide a body.
I'm not gonna kill myself.
Implying I haven't already learned that.
Implying I haven't already killed people.
I mean, oh god, I just thought of that. Killing your doppelganger. You're killing yourself.
Exactly, you're killing yourself. Is it considered
Wait, I
suicide?
just thought of something. What if you use your doppelganger to fake your death?
Shit.
Then you could restart life
Oh,
anew,
fuck.
knowing that everyone thinks you're dead.
That's actually a really good idea.
I mean, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, until they figure out who the murderer was.
it was me, Austin.
I'm the real fun. What really happened in Zanzibar?
You could prank people by doing that, like showing up out of nowhere with your doppelganger saying, I'm the real me. No, I'm the real me.
And then someone pulls out a gun and one of you dies.
No shot is actually fired, you just die.
Yes, it turns out that the doppelganger can't take being under stress, so it destroys itself.
Well, if it can't handle being under stress, then rip most of your fucking doppelgangers from what I know.
It's like the Mr. Meeseeks, where once it's done doing something, then it goes away.
I feel like I've been picking on Serb for most of this, but Serb discovering his doppelganger at the end of the month, oof, that would not be good.
Why?
Because having to feed one mouth becomes having to feed two mouths.
Oh, fair enough. That's a good point.
You could just eat your doppelganger.
Oh yeah, just develop casual cannibalism.
Yeah, more doppelgangers will come with the passing months, so you can just use the body parts of your doppelgangers as food.
So essentially, give Serb a cloning machine, and towards the end of the month, he can clone himself and then commit cannibalism. So, earlier on in the day, we decided to take a test that we found online that slots you into a level of hell, depending on a personality questionnaire. And Fedora, if you would like to read yours out.
Basically, my results kind of show that I may be kind of middle, although being lower, kind of around level 8, is very expectant of me. Fraudulent, malicious panders.
So essentially, you are a sinful boy.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what that means.
Fun, how about you? How sinful are you?
Well, when I finished the test, I ended up getting purgatory. So that means that I'm the purest boy here. And while all of you have fun in your layers of hell...
And Serb, would you like to go through yours?
Okay, so I ended up in the 5th level of hell. The only reason I got a high chance of ending up in limbo is because, Dante's Inferno is a Catholic thing and I'm an Orthodox, so yeah, I'm a heretic.
If you're a heretic, then wouldn't you be qualified for level 6?
No, like virtuous non-believers, like heretics that actually fucking did something.
Oh, you mean like the non-believers that are also good boys?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Nin?
So I took the test and my results kind of scared me. I got pretty much high and extreme and everything except purgatory and limbo.
Yeah, I'm only just looking at them now. Jesus fucking Christ, how are you?
Jesus.
You know what that means, boy? You know
Jesus
what that
Christ.
means, boy? You're going to super hell.
Super.
And I'll drag all you guys down with me.
Oh no, he's going to
You
super
can't
jail.
grab someone who's already flying upwards.
I doubt if anyone is listening to this and you're wondering just what this chart looks like, let me put this into perspective. He has a lot more red than a lot more blue. Now, if you know your color theory, red is typically evil and blue is typically good. This man, I would hazard a guess, is about 5% good, 95% sin. You are the Antichrist, Nin.
Yes, he came here just to make this podcast and then drag us all down.
So if you're listening to this, congratulations, you're full of sin too.
If you're listening to this, then congratulations, you're now in the ninth layer of hell with a computer.
Alright, Ark, your turn. I'll do myself last.
Basically, I got the 7th layer of hell, which is violent. I don't know why.
Well, you have been known to violently manhandle salads.
That's a fair point.
Oof.
You've been known to get angry at people who don't believe Doom 1 is the best game.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, just me being a boomer, I suppose.
You get very angry if somebody's enjoying a modern game.
Yeah, what are you, crazy?
We can probably whip him into a frenzy right now just by mentioning Fortnite.
There's worse games, though, TBH.
Yeah, I agree.
What about Epic Games, where games are epicness?
Is Epic Games epic?
And now for the last circle of hell, me. And it turns out I am a gluttonous heretic with a violent streak. And I wound up in level 6 of hell. So I'm not nearly as sinful as you lot.
Yeah, but compared to everyone else, you're the fourth nastiest children.
I am multiple children now, apparently.
Yes, you're actually 3 children in a trench coat.
That does explain all the arguments I keep having with myself.
So yeah, now that that's over with, just measure us up on a
So to
chart.
sum it up, we're pretty much all sinners, including you listening right now. You're
Yeah,
a sinner too.
basically.
You listening now, you are perhaps the biggest sinner of all. You saw this link, or you were given this link, and you thought to yourself, maybe I should listen to this. What could possibly go wrong? Congratulations, this is what could go wrong.
What could possibly go wrong?
Get the fuck out of here, Bubsy. That's what could go wrong. You could make me remember that Bubsy Bobcat exists.
You know, it's a good game, Bubsy 3D.
They actually made a new Bubsy recently.
Yeah, they did, but it's not really a real game. It's kind of more like a joke game because the game's legit like 1 hour long and it's like $20.
Oh,
They knew that this was gonna suck, so they just made the game 1 hour long, so that way you can easily refund your $50.
You actually can, which is kind of fucked up. It's like you can beat the whole game and just refund it.
I'm not kidding about that either. There was a point where the game was actually $50.
yeah, but then the company's probably sat there like, we're losing money. Why?
It can't be because we brought back the most terrible mascot of the 90s.
What could possibly go wrong?
But let's talk about the greatest game ever. The greatest game of all time, Minecraft.
Okay, so, on the subject of Minecraft, recently a hot debate has popped up as to whether it is acceptable to play on a survival-orientated server and give select players the option to enter creative mode at their own choice. Now, this can split servers, and this can cause many arguments. We're not here to do that. We're here to irritate the only person here who doesn't want people cheating. Isn't that right, Ark?
Now that is epic.
So, I would like to open the floor. Survival or creative, or a mix of both. Can they exist? Ark, if you'd like to take the stand.
In my opinion, any game that you start playing in a server and someone starts cheating, it's basically over. Like, the fun just gets ruined for everyone. That's how I see it at the very least. Because, like, if you want to play creative, just make a creative world. people who are playing survival just want to play survival, you know?
But the way I see it is like, first of all, Minecraft isn't really like a competitive game. Like if someone else cheats, it doesn't affect your game in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, it kind of does in various ways. It's not competitive, sure, but there's still things that you need to do. You know, like, okay, so let's say I needed a beacon, like JPEG mentioned. So I needed to go to the Nether, kill a fuck ton of skeletons, get the skulls, summon the Wither, kill them, and get a shit ton of gold blocks or diamond blocks, and then you make the beacon. You know, that's a lot of stuff. And when you finish that, you have a good sense of accomplishment. But when someone just like, oh no, I'm just gonna cheat in the beacon, you know, that's kind of stupid. You know, to me at the very least, it just seems dumb.
I mean, when you put it like that, of course it sounds terrible, but in the context of like creative versus survival, there are actual people that don't want to go on all that adventure stuff and don't want to do all that those things like the end and the nether, and they just want to build and junk.
Why not just ask for a not survival, a creative world then?
But some people just want to play with each other. And some people might want one game mode, and some might want another.
A point I would like to bring up, however, is I can see the benefits of playing survival. Like you get more and more immersed into the world. You feel like you've earned what you're building with. But on the second hand, I myself, I fall behind a lot on survival servers. Everyone's running off getting diamond, and I'm still stuck with bloody, all the worst crap. I will sit there and I would just happily make my farm and just build my house. I would rather have the ability to give myself the creative blocks I need just to make something nice to look at or just build structures. Now, I would not just fucking plonk down diamond and be like, mine that.
Yeah.
You know, but the problem is that kind of opens breaches for people to, do exactly that.
I agree. Yeah, it does open breaches, and it varies from player to player. The other thing is, I kind of don't want to deal with mobs trying to kill me or blow my shit up when I just want to build. Nor do I really want to deal with the hunger meter.
Exactly. I just want to build stuff, man. I don't want to deal with all this stuff while building, like hunger and mobs just tearing everything down that I'm trying to build up. That not to mention that with me being on creative mode, I'm not going to just like place down blocks like diamond, or I'm just gonna go and mess with people's houses. No.
That's kind of the problem though, because like I don't want to just build shit of infinite blocks. I want to go and adventure. I want to earn these blocks. I want to finish the game. I want to get achievements. I want to mine. I want all this shit done by me.
Yeah, and I can understand that, but sometimes it really makes you think, would you rather waste time on the adventure aspect just so that you can continue building your large mansion that you're still missing wood pieces, or would you rather go in creative and just be able to build your mansion?
I personally do not view it as a waste of time.
Well, waste of time isn't the exact word I was looking for, but it just came up.
Another thing, I suppose, is there are certain blocks that you can't get from survival that you can only spawn in. So there is that caveat.
There is a reason for that,
Oh yeah, there's reasons, no doubt.
The grind of getting the blocks can also like ruin the fun. Like I built not a gold tower, a glass tower, and it was like such a process to do. It was like I had to get the sand, and then my shovel broke, and then I had to make a shovel, and then I have to cook the sand. You don't have to deal with that in creative mode. You can just let your imagination run wild and build what you want. You're not restricted.
Yeah, I actually dealt with that same thing while building the Fourside Monument, which is based off of the Fourside Hotel from Earthbound, where pretty much I was running out of wood, and I would constantly have to keep going to Savannah's forest and like get wood. And that would just be a vigorous process that would get boring over time for me.
How you view it is like this, right? Okay, you get all the fucking blocks you want in the world. You cheat in fucking everything. You make your stuff, okay? That takes like what, 1 day, and then what you do? You're bored. You don't have anything else to do. That's a problem with creative.
That's what happened to me with survival, though. I built my house, and then I got bored because I had nothing to do.
You didn't do like even a fifth of the game. And then there's a lot of stuff to do.
All right. Let's simmer this topic down a bit.
I don't know. I just think you guys restrict yourselves too much. Like, there's a lot of stuff in the game to do, to explore, to have fun. But if you just like, oh, just want to build stuff.
I mean, just because I want to build stuff now doesn't mean that I won't want to stop like building. Like, there's gonna be a point where once I get bored, I'm gonna throw away all my stuff that I got from creative and actually go back to playing survival.
What's the point though? You don't need anything else because you just cheated in everything.
That's the point. You throw away everything you cheated away, then become the bare bones again.
You don't always have to cheat. Like, you could just, like, let's say you just want to build like a nice building or whatever. You can use creative mode to skip the middleman of getting all those materials and then play legit afterwards.
Let's use our server, for example. The Doki Temple. It's sad. It is sadly undecorated. Now, if I were to enter creative and make, I don't know, let's say sprite art of the Dokis, would you consider that cheating?
Yes.
No.
But the other point I want to make as well as being able to create whatever you want without the hampering of mobs and the hunger bar, you also can do away with having to keep making scaffolding to make tall builds.
Again, as I said, the issue is not exactly just building. The issue is more like people are going to cheat no matter what you say. Like, someone is gonna like cheating a fucking beacon. Someone's gonna like spawn a what's the name again? The boss, I forgot, the one of the skulls.
Wither.
Yeah, the Wither. Someone is gonna spawn like a shit ton of diamond blocks. You know, it ruins the fun. It just shits in the game, basically.
We get that idea like, oh, spawning in blocks is obviously cheating because you can just mine it and then go to town once you switch back.
I mean, I see using creative kind of like using warp whistles in Mario. I know it's a bad comparison, but hear me out. Like, okay. So
that's the strangest comparison I've ever heard.
Yeah, but listen to me. You have, let's say, Mario 3, okay? So, you know, you can play the entire game. It's a super long adventure. You go to world 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, right? It's a long adventure. It's a really fun game. But when you just get warp whistles and you go from world 1 to 8 and they're like, the game's just over there, you know, it's not very fun. You just skip the game.
All right, listen to this. Listen to this then. If in the case of Mario, there's like speed running, right? Like,
yes.
Let's say you've beaten the game and like, oh, you're bored and you don't want to beat the entire game, right? So like, what if you just get the warp whistle not for the sake of like for like, oh, I just want to skip over worlds, but for the sake of, oh, I want to see how fast I can beat this game without having to use the middleman and just go through all the worlds manually.
As daft as this analogy is, I also kind of want to bring up this point. The analogy doesn't work because in Mario 3, yes, you have the warp whistles for skipping, but you also cannot save your bloody progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shorter game. Minecraft takes like weeks or months. But the point being, like, to me, just using creative when you haven't even done a fraction of what you can do or explore in the game, it's like playing Mario for the first time and never playing the worlds in the middle. Just always just cheating for world 1 to 8. That's the comparison I want to make.
I mean, I guess that makes a little more sense if you put it that way. However, I think the main takeaway we can take from this is, quite literally, it varies from person to person. Tastes will be different. Just don't be a fucking dick about it.
Yes, sometimes you want to be the Minecraft Steve, and sometimes you want to be Minecraft Gadget.
And sometimes you want to be the Minecraft Steve, and sometimes you just want to be the Roblox guy.
Oof!
I don't know. I just don't think it's very fun to build my house with my own shit that I actually got and then just looking outside the glass window and seeing someone live in a diamond block mansion.
But you see, the thing with that argument is, you say that, but you live on the other side of the map. Like, you're far away from everyone. You can't see anyone. Like, you can't see what they're building. It doesn't affect you.
Also, realistically, who the fuck is going to make their house out of diamonds when it's the most garish-looking block in the game?
Yeah, exactly. Diamond blocks are the most ugly, design-wise block.
Wood and cobble or go home.
Yes, let's just find Ark's house and just build a bunch of blocky cobblestone houses around it.
Well, to be fair, Chunt is just like spawning a shit ton of end game items he did not get, and that just bothers me. I'm sorry, I just don't want to look at that.
But it still doesn't affect your game. Like, you're upset that he's doing it, but it doesn't hurt what you're doing.
And then, do you get bothered if someone in your team, say an FPS, is cheating? It doesn't really affect you, but it kind of ruins the game.
But that's different, though. That's a competitive game.
Hang
that
on a
affects
minute.
how you're playing.
Hang on, no, that's flawed. Ark, that's flawed. I'm going to say, if someone is on your team and cheating and does not affect your game, it does affect your game because the cheater is on your team. You're guaranteed to win, ergo it affects you.
Aren't you guaranteed to win Minecraft 2 if someone is just cheating fucking everything?
But you see, the thing is, too, Minecraft isn't a game where you win. You just play for fun and build stuff and...
Well, you kind of win. The game has, like, end game and stuff.
He has a point there, Nin. It does have an end game.
Yeah, it has an end game, but the payoff is probably the most weakest payoff I've ever seen.
Barely anyone plays it for the end game, though. Nobody is using creative mode to beat to finish the end game, so it doesn't affect you in that way.
Yeah, because why bother finishing the end game? We can just spawn in the stuff you get by beating the end game, right?
But nobody did that.
Essentially, the way I'm looking at it is this. Ark has, we all have Lego, we all have cardboard. Ark is slowly, making himself a suit of armor out of the cardboard to swing his cardboard sword at some Lego blocks. That's cool. That's what he wants to do. However, everyone else has gotten the entire Lego tub and is just pulling out every part they want. They're not doing what he's doing. They're just building houses. That's what I'm taking away from this, basically. We're playing the game differently.
Yeah, but I think I see it more like, let's say I'm building something with Lego with each individual piece, and then someone just purchases, or quote-unquote, just buys a finished product that's really big, like incredible. So we're like, but you didn't work on that. You don't deserve this.
Correction. Ark is building a house with his little Lego pieces, and it's almost done. But then he just looks over at this other kid with Mega Blocks, and he's already finished because he's just had to put down 10 blocks.
To be fair, Mega Bloks is fucking shit anyway.
Yes, if you play with Mega Blocks, you have the Mega Gay.
No, that is epic.
That's not where I was going to go. I was going to say, look, if you had Mega Bloks growing up, your parents didn't love you. I'm sorry, Mom.
Joke's on you guys, though. I get Mega Blocks, but I don't play with them. I collect them.
Oof.
Then you're still the Mega Gay.
I feel like we've been leaving Serb out of this. Serb, do you have any stories to tell us?
Me and Patty fucking built another tunnel system. I accidentally discovered a cave. We found some weird ass underwater bullshit.
See, Serb and Paddy don't give a shit. They just do their own thing.
That's what I like about survival, though. People just feel more innocent, I guess. People just have fun and go around and find new stuff instead of just, I'm just gonna sit there and spawn a shit ton of blocks.
Anyway, I feel like we're going round in circles with this topic. We need something new.
Yes, let's talk about,
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
let's talk about Family Guy, funny moments.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay,
No.
it's been an hour. Let's go home.
This podcast is sponsored by Grandma's Skin.
Grandma, no, we talked about this. She's too busy robbing us.
Do you ever come home at night and you're sad and wish you had someone? Well, look no further, you lonely piece of garbage, because here we have Grandma's Skin blankets. It's the blanket that's artificially made and sewn together with polyester fibers and Grandma's skin to make a blanket that makes it feel like Grandma's laying next to you. It even talks.
It even talks?
Yes, because it turns out that Grandma's Skin is a Goosebumps monster.
Please tell me, what does this blanket say?
It says things like, your life is worthless. You'll never have a girlfriend. I hope you die.
Oh my god.
Oof.
And many more wonderful phrases. Grandma's blanket, for the times when your sanity is low and you just want someone to feel like they're close to you. Get it today for only $59.99.
Right. let's get the other losers in. I mean, wonderful people. Edit that out. Keep it in. No, edit it out.
Yes, let's bring these idiots to their knees. Don't edit that out.
Well, we have our first question, unfortunately. Is it gay to kiss your homies goodnight?
No.
You say no homo first, it'll makes it okay. So
Yeah, obviously. If it's a jokey joke, of
It
course
ain't
not
gay if your bodies don't touch.
Look, it can't be gay. Marge kisses a homie goodnight every night.
Homie! Homie!
Here's a genuine question. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 10 duck-sized horses?
I would rather fight 10 duck-sized horses, because you can just get a nice big shovel and just...
I'd fight a horse-sized duck.
Yeah, a horse-sized duck doesn't seem very threatening.
but the duck-sized horses there's more of them, so they can gang up on you.
Hang on, have you seen the inside of a duck's beak?
No.
No.
Wait, I just thought of something. The horse-sized duck is fast and it can vor you.
I don't think it's that big.
Yeah, I know it's not that big, but it's still fast and it can vor you. But not like that, though.
Nin, put this image in. That is what you're contending with.
Oh boy, that doesn't look good.
That doesn't look pleasant.
That, at the size of a horse.
Yeah, imagine if it bites your fucking dick off.
Well, I mean, you mentioned a shovel, right? Right, Nick or Robo?
Yeah.
All right, we'll just take the shovel and stab it into the neck.
Shovel Knight, that bitch. I don't think I'm going to get any actual questions from my servers. I'll try again, hang on.
Alright, while you look for more servers, it's time for another ad read.
Let's go.
Are you tired of living in a low-budget house where you only make minimum wage? Well, here's a product that can help you. It's called Fire in a Can. Just spray your house on fire, and then you can collect thousands of dollars from the house insurance.
And for those of you who are strapped for cash, we also have the budget version, Fire in a Can. Just add water. And the sister product, Instant Water. Just add water.
And if you call in the next 5 minutes, you can get all 3 of these products at the fine cost of $399.
How do these cost more than a fucking blanket made out of your grandma?
Because the grandma is free and comes with the blanket. With the Fire in a Can, you're committing arson, so you have to pay off the costs of the arson you commit along with the can.
I have an actual question now. And this is to everyone. What is your favorite weather and why?
Rain. The reason why being is because rain is very comfy.
Serb, what about you?
Literally everything is fucking bad.
Fair point.
Send help.
You hate every weather?
Send help, please.
Poor Serb.
Alright, mine is rain as same as fun and also cold. I really like the winter.
I absolutely hate winter, mostly because the winters here are very bipolar.
Ha! Bipolar.
They're very bipolar here too, but the summer is as well.
It will just be a straight up blizzard, and then the next day it'll just be like 70 degrees and sunny. And then, like, the next day after that, it'll just go back to snowing. The weather can't make its mind up here in the city.
See, winters here in England are great because it's either raining or it's not.
I thought it was always raining. It's like if Seattle became its own country.
I have the final question, and this one is for myself, and this will be great to just round things off. What would you put in room 101 and why? What do you absolutely fucking hate?
What do you mean by room 101?
Okay, hang on. So I don't know if you had it in America, but over in England, we had a channel, well, not a channel, we had a program called Room 101, and celebrities would come on, they would discuss the things they hated, and the host would ask, okay, what would you put in Room 101? What would you get rid of forever? And they would say, I would get rid of such and such. So I am posing that question to you lot.
Can I choose anything?
Anything. However, I would like to go down the list one by one. So, Ark, Room 101, what do you want to shove in there?
Can I just put the rest of Brazil that is in the south in there?
I mean, yeah, you can. It'll fit.
Because fuck the rest of this fucking country.
Fedora, what would you put in Room 101?
I'm not one to really hate anything, especially right now, since this topic is just kind of.
Well, okay then. What if anything annoys you? What would you anything that annoys you? Not outright hate, just something you don't like.
Again, I don't know.
Fair enough. We'll skip you. Fun.
The world, because y'all are a bunch of unredeemable sacks of meat that hide behind masks of secrets and terribleness.
I mean, fair enough. Nin, what would you put in Room 101?
I would put depression in there.
You know what? I like that.
That's actually, yeah, I like that too. That's a really good answer.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
Why can't you follow Nin's example?
I'm not that creative, Robo, I'm sorry.
Serb, what would you put in Room 101?
Everything that, shit. Fucking
It's okay.
Intense stuttering inbound. Abort mission.
It's okay, take your time.
Oof.
I think we broke him. Okay, I'll just go. And Serb, if you think of anything, I apologize. Personally,
Oh shit, I know something I would put it there. Hang on. You know what I would put in there?
go on. He's changing his answer.
No, you didn't you say two things?
No, I said one thing. One.
Oh, one thing. Because if it was two, I was gonna say a shiny Gardevoir.
I should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
That way Nintendo won't be able to bully you anymore.
Exactly. Nintendo will not be able to bully me anymore.
But I like shiny God of War, so no, you can't change.
Oh.
I think the blue shade of shiny Gardevoir is disgusting.
Okay, so Room 101, what are you throwing in there?
That fucking пидорас ебаный стрелок, блядь. Урод. Урод, блядь.
Translation?
I think it said he would put Strelok in the Room 101 from Stalker.
The character.
Something daily reminder. Monica is.
Hang on. Does that not count as a person though?
It's a personality.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Strelok, he's going in. Fuck him. And he goes. Myself, what I would like to put in Room 101, what I want to get rid of forever. Old people.
You just die when you get old, Robo?
Yeah, Robo, what do you do when you get old?
Well, I'm just dead, aren't I? Oh, hang on. No, wait, we have to do this. I'm sorry, that was not the last thing. I just spotted something in chat, and this has to be done. This is the one we wrap on. I'm a filthy liar. JPEG asks, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't know, but yes.
You all have terrible taste if you say yes.
I'll be honest, I do not know if it's good, but I like pineapple and I like pizza. So, how bad could it be?
It doesn't mix. I've tried it and it's terrible.
You know what Brazil have that I don't think America has? Fucking chocolate pizza, and it's so fucking good.
I knew you were gonna mention that.
Yeah, I love chocolate pizza.
That sounds like the perfect plan for diabetes.
You know what? I'm gonna post a picture of it to you guys on the chat right now.
Jesus
What is that
Christ.
chocolate pizza?
That
Jesus
actually
Christ.
that looks terrible, but if it wasn't so terribly looking, I'd probably eat it.
I think what makes it disgusting is that it's mixed with like spaghetti. It's like a spaghetti pizza in there.
Yeah,
What?
You see it in that picture?
that's not spaghetti. That's fries.
Yeah, it's potato fries, little potato fries.
It makes it even worse.
Oh boy, chocolate pizza with a side of fries. I can't wait to get type 3 diabetes.
It's separated, okay? It's a different flavor.
I fucking hate it, and I wish I never have to look at it again.
The chocolate pizza there is its own flavor, okay? Ignore the other
look,
ones.
I hate that chocolate pizza so much, it makes me just want to end this podcast to get away with it. So, on that fucking bombshell, I would like to say thank you for listening. We might do another episode at some point, and I would like to go down. So, Ark, say goodbye.
Goodbye, and I would like to say, do not knock the chocolate pizza before you try it. It's really good.
Get the fuck out. And goodbye from goodbye from Fedora.
Have a good one.
Goodbye from Fun is Infinite.
Be sure to have a nice good, everyone.
Goodbye from Nintendon't, who is actually the brains of this, and I'm just the fucking puppet, apparently.
I mean, it's been pretty good, I guess. Enjoy talking to you guys.
And goodbye from Serb, who I think has been asleep for most of this.
Said help, please.
And goodbye from me, Robo. We will be back, eventually.
We'll be back never. This is the last episode. We're the Fooly Cooly of podcasts.
This is it. We're done. We're retiring. We're bigger than Jesus.